one out. When up in there, everybody come out. I'm a young out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. For having us in, Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. It's gonna be a wet one. Here we go from the second city. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Williams going to throw on the first play. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 29. 29-yard line. Bill Rush, and here's the rookie from Michigan. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Chicago.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss. To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Third and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to fourth and very long. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the good kick pays off, so he'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
In motion is Varner. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. As one of the best run defenses in football, everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left. But this
to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On second down, Milroe. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Milroe on third down. He's got a man. That's Horton. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Shamar Turner. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
Ready? 60 Eagles.
On second down, Walker, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and long.
Come on. 65, 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Ready?
From the gun, it's Milroe. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep is Darius Davis. This brought in out of past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Derek Hall getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. On second down, it's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Throw here down the field. incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here of the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with a pick.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's Horton. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
Their own 22-yard line.
Trl 80.
Now Milrow on first down. He'll get this complete to Walker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's Walker. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They begin with a 3rd down and 3.
Ready, ready. Hey. 18 card, Viking, 18. Ranger, 70 Ranger.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. Now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Corey Horton now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
19 starts. Ready.
Out of the gun. It's Milrow. A throw left side there. Not going to find the target. Incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing is Milrow. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And for the third time, and now he loses the football. He gets free. He's to the 40. Still going. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact, balance, and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Bears first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a run. And he uses the vision to take it outside. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. That touchdown number 19 on the year. On is Santos for the PAT. And this is no good. He misses the extra point. But here come the flags. This will likely be a roughing call. Another extra point opportunity here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
17. Seahawks 6. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Horton. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. Focus.
On first down, it's Milrow. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp and mark him down up beyond the 30s. That look good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Ready. Set.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Cowboy 80. Go.
On the ground, it's Walker. Oh, big hole left side to the 20. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will cut the deficit down to 4. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. This one taken in by Odunze. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On first and 10, it's Williams. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari. So they're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Come on. Set. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Ready.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Rubin hit the line. There for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Milrow. Pass right side. That is hauled in by Horton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Viking 18.
To the air, it's Milroe. That is caught downfield by Cup. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
That's good.
That pickup, good for 29 yards.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Ready up.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Now Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Milroe now off the bootleg. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Ready up.
Now it's Milroe. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
Off play action. Here's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
And maybe a little more conservative approach following that interception on the last drive. With nobody open, instead of forcing it downfield, he just throws it away.
And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here, and they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tory Taylor now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Go.
Now Milroe. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
Walker. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The score, Seahawks 20, Bears 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Odunze. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Bronco 80. Steady.
From the gun, it's Milrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and 10.
70 Rangers. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Here's Milrow to throw. Left side, and is caught by Horton. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
On for the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
And this is blocked.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now, there's 2 ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
What is it?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This is taken in at the goal line. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line.
14-yard line.
Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Shotgun run now with Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hot 70.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He'll get this complete to Walker. Now he's loose again. And he will dive into the end zone. 87 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Now the point after try from Myers. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead.
17. To kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
44-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Trl W13, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go!
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Let's go now.
They run on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. They get 18 on that one. The 1st down, Seattle.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down. So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Once again, it's Walker. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Cut. Ready? Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Throwing is Milroe. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10.
Go! Panther 11. Panther 70 Lions. Ready?
Out of the gun. It's Milroe. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Ready?
2nd and 11.
Tag! Cougar 19! Let's go!
He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walton. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Milroe on third down. That's taken in by Horton. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. It's going to be third. They need one. To throw is Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are all holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down. Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connect. On fourth, going to give the ball over on down.
Oh, that's a great job there defensively. They know exactly where that first down marker is. It looked for a minute like he was going to be able to pick up enough yards to convert on that fourth down, but he doesn't. He's just shy, and that is a great stand here by this defense.
Down the sideline to the 20, and he's got another one. Touchdown, Seattle. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
For Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. It's second down. Here's Williams now to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emanwari. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
You gotta go if you play or you troll. Pressure on the floor. Got trying to snapshot my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of control. Setting money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich and deep out. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Ain't cheating, I'm just chilling with the fella. Grandma always told me never trust me. Spit 60 racks on me, camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue pill. Chip twin, running hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over here.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Check out.
Milrow. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Smith and Jigba, the man in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now it's Milrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points.
They'll run with Walker. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
What is that?
Drive will start on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Good running inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Okay, break. 2. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
This guy's really starting to roll now, and his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard brings us 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Now Milrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
3rd and 6.
Here we go, set. Bronco leading. Ready.
From the gun, it's Milrow. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those 2 safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Vegas!
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And the Bears going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3. And he's going It's a sack, but penalty markers on the field. Let's see what the call is. So now then, first and goal from the 1. He'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Chicago. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to cut the deficit to 10.
40. Bears 30. Santos, the kickoff for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Got it. Ready? Ready? Cougar 19.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. A 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Horton. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now Milroe on first down. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
And remember, he threw that pick 6 on the previous drive, so don't think that's still not in the back of his head. He's certainly not going to risk giving the ball away again, and good decision there to just throw it away.
Ready? Steady Lions.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. The ball comes out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting. So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Oh, what a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Walker. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed 1 possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. They'll return this from the 11. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Let's go.
Now a 1st throw here in overtime. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, Milrow. This one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it with a chance to win this game here in overtime.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week. And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burton. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 18.
18 yards on
And
the
the
pickup
Bears
there. Good for a
down.
Bears first down.
First and 10.
And this is where the
32
speed of your
line.
inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down. But as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centered defense and really tips the scales into your favor. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Third and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He gets this complete to Burton. And he will get into the end zone. Luther Burton. Touchdown Bears.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner.